Hey y'all, so I'm in my truck because it's really hot outside. I was hoping to record outside, but it's 100 degrees out. So if you hear my truck running and then turn off like that and turn back on, that's why. So, or if you hear the vent for the AC, that's all that is. So I wanted to share with y'all a little bit about how I ended up in Oklahoma City. The last 9 months have been pretty crazy for myself and for my family. Um, Basically, I'm going to give you a kind of a medium-sized story here. Story time. So back in August, I came to the decision of leaving my former position, my former job down in Texas, and it was not an easy decision by any means. There was a lot of reasons and a lot of prayer and discernment. Don't really want to get into all of it here. If you want to know and you know me personally, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, just know that thankfully it ended amicably. I can't say that word, but I have no ill wills thankfully I left on good terms is what I'm trying to say. And I'm very thankful for the time that I spent at my previous job, and I love all the people there and the time and the work that we did, and I'm forever grateful. And just pray that those bridges, at least on my end, have never been burned and will never be burned. So I pray that if God calls me back there someday, that they will welcome me back with open arms. Let's just say. So I had a job lined up, or after leaving. So I left. My last day was the end of August of last year, so it was about a year ago, almost to this day. And so I took the month of September completely off, just to spend time with my family, with my kids, and help my wife around the house. And oh, it was so nice. I really, really needed that time. And then I started my next job that I had lined up in October, the 1st of October. And there were some things that I was really excited about, but I got some red flags really quickly in that job. Like within the first week to 10 days, I started seeing a lot of flags that I was very concerned about for me personally. And I'll just, the only thing I'll say here on this video is I was kind of sold on the job as like, oh, this is a very well-established company, and and then they've got a lot of great stuff going on for them. But the job, the company, it felt more still kind of like a startup on that side of things than a very well-established company. And while if I was didn't have a family to feed and take care of, and I was willing to take the risk, there was a huge amount of upside and potential for the company in the coming years, and it was really exciting. But I needed something more, more assurance, more stability, and definitely that had certain benefits like health benefits and things like that. So I started looking for a position fairly quickly afterwards, when I just realized this isn't going to be the right fit. And I found two positions. One was for the Blessed Stanley Rother Shrine as the director of pilgrimage, and the other was for a campus ministry position. And I had applied for both, and of course I was kind of waiting to hear back. And long story short, I was needing to find a job sooner than later, because the job that I was that job, I know it's gonna be kind of like, wait, there's so many jobs that you're talking about, Jason. Which one are you talking about? Especially when I'm not being specific. This is the one that I started in October. I knew that they were wanting me to really finalize some things for December and get moving on the next year. And I was like, I don't want to start projects and then just drop it. So I knew I needed to find something fairly quickly. And so that led me to taking the campus ministry position, because they were looking to hire fairly quickly, and I hadn't heard anything from Blessed Stanley Rother at the time, and I was just like, okay, I just need to get a job. And so I accepted the campus ministry position, went down to be a campus minister at a university, and I was really liking it. It was the first time I was a campus minister, and being on that side of things, helping the students, and started kind of mid or late. It was like December time, so I got to start really in the springtime. And shout out to Peggy, because I didn't have any housing lined up at the time, and then we finally found a house that was being built, but it wouldn't be ready until like June, May, June time frame. So I was needing a place to stay, and there was a lovely, lovely woman named Peggy who hooked me up and let me stay in one of her rooms in her house. And she was just the sweetest woman, the kindest lady you would ever meet. Just a grandma through and through, and she was just so lovely, and had such a wonderful time there, and I'm forever indebted to her. So I basically was working in the parish, or not the parish, the campus ministry. There was a parish like right next door to it, and was enjoying it a lot, and was thinking, okay, this is what, we're gonna get settled in, and family will come down during the summertime, and we'll move into our new house, and I've got a lot of plans gearing up for the fall semester. And then I got a phone call out of the blue, and I looked at the area code, and it said Oklahoma City as the area code. I went, I don't know anybody from Oklahoma City except the Blessed Stanley Rother Shrine. And sure enough, the executive director answered the phone, or I answered the phone, and he was on the other line, and he introduced himself and said, "Hey, I know you had applied, and was wondering if you might still be interested, because we saw your resume and we're very interested in you." And I was very flattered, very humbled that they were willing to call me even after the fact. And so we had a great conversation, which led to a couple of interviews and more praying and discernment. And just the more I thought about and prayed about, there was also another thing that was going on. I'm not going to talk about it here, but there was another thing going on, a job potential as well. So, just when I thought my life was getting settled and I was going to be a campus minister, these two new opportunities came about, one being Blessed Stanley Rother and another one. And I was really weighing all the options, and very, very grateful for having these options, because I know not many people do. And so basically after about 2 weeks of prayer and discernment and talking it over with my wife and my family, we decided that Blessed Stanley Rother Shrine would be the best fit for me and my family. And so I accepted the position, and they let me work. They knew I was about to have a baby, so all during this time, like as soon as I put in my resignation, or soon as either like right before or right after I put in my resignation back in August, we found out we were pregnant with baby number 4. And I was like, oh, this is a perfect time. But thankfully everything worked out, and Blessed Stanley Rother Shrine understood, and they were so what's the word I'm looking for, so gracious in understanding my family dynamics. And like, hey, I would love to start right away, but I'm still a campus minister, and I would like to try and serve out as long as I can for the spring semester, since had that commitment. And then also my wife is about to give birth to our 4th child, so want to make sure she's taking care of the kids and family are okay during that time. And they're like, of course, whatever you need is we'll help you with. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. So was able to serve out almost all of the last, it was like 2 weeks left of the spring semester, and then got home. Our baby number 4 came, our first boy, so we were very excited. And he came a couple days later than we were anticipating. It was like an extra day or 2, but he got here when he got here. And then very soon after, the beginning of May, I started working remotely first, and then moved down in mid-May and bought a house that was finishing up. And we've been here since mid-May, so going on, June, July, August, 3 months. And we're just very grateful and very excited for everything that's coming up with the shrine. Shrine is getting built and will be done very soon, so very excited about that. And even though we've been here for 3 months, sometimes it feels like we've been here for 3 years. and it feels like, oh yeah, no, this is home. This is totally fine. You know, it's cool. It's awesome. We're living in Oklahoma. And then there's other times where I have to kind of be like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Like, what do we do in Oklahoma? I'm from Texas. And I think it's mostly because when I introduce myself and talk to new people, they constantly ask like, "Oh, where are you from originally? Are you from Oklahoma?" And I say, "No, I'm originally from Texas, Fort Worth area, that sort of thing." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And so it just takes me back. So I mean, Texas will always be in my heart. I'm Texan through and through, and I will always love sweet, sweet Texas. But for now, I'm an Oklahoman along with the rest of my family, and we are very excited. Everybody that we've met up here has been so welcoming, so warm, so kind, and it's been a very easy transition for my family and I as we have gotten settled in here and feeling and trying to plant roots, because I don't want to leave anytime soon, and we're just so grateful for all the love and support. All right, so that'll do it for this video. I've rambled on long enough. Thank you so much if you're still watching this video. And yeah, there'll be more videos coming. I've got some, scheduled and lined up, ready to go. I just gotta film them, edit them, and upload them. Yay! Anyways, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. God bless you.